In the intricate dance of human connection, where words often lead and actions follow, lies a subtle, almost whispered language of affection. It's in this realm of unspoken truths and gentle gestures that introverts speak their hearts. They tread softly, leaving footprints only those who truly listen can discern. Is it possible that the introvert in your life is trying to tell you they like you without actually saying it? This question beckons us into a world where silence speaks louder than words, where the quiet moments become the canvas for the deepest expressions of affection. Imagine the introvert in your life, a person whose inner world is a rich tapestry of thoughts and feelings, often hidden away from the cacophony of everyday life. To them, every word, every action is deliberate, imbued with meaning. They navigate the world with a cautious heart, yet when they choose to connect, it's with a depth and sincerity that can be breathtaking. Their affection is not shouted from the rooftops, but whispered in the wind, not given freely to all, but offered as a treasure to those they truly care for. In understanding the signs, we not only peel back the layers of introversion, but connect deeply with the essence of human affection, where true feelings are often conveyed in the quietest of gestures. The first sign is, they share their world with you. Imagine the moment when someone who usually keeps their thoughts and feelings guarded begins to peel back the layers of their world, letting you in. It's a sign so subtle, yet so profound. The introvert in your life starts sharing their world with you. This isn't about casual small talk or the weather. It's when they begin to reveal the parts of themselves that are usually reserved for their most private moments. Perhaps it starts with a book recommendation, a piece of music that moves them deeply, or an invitation to watch their favorite movie together. These are not mere suggestions. They are fragments of their soul, shared in hopes of finding a connection. Then, notice the conversations that unfold in the quiet corners of a cafe or during a walk in the park. They talk about their childhood, their dreams, the things that keep them up at night. You find yourself entrusted with stories of their past, their struggles and triumphs, things they don't just share with anyone. It's in these moments of vulnerability and trust that you realize you're no longer just an acquaintance. You've been given a key to the inner sanctum of their world. This sharing extends beyond words. They might take you to their favorite secluded spot in the city, a place that until now was theirs alone. Or perhaps they introduce you to hobbies or interests they hold dear, teaching you with a patience and enthusiasm reserved for those they truly value. Each shared interest, each moment spent together in their personal sanctuaries, is their way of saying you're special without uttering the words directly. The introvert's world is rich with depth and meaning, often kept under lock and key. When they choose to share it with you, it's not just an act of friendship. It's an intimate gesture of affection and trust. It's their way of weaving you into the fabric of their life, a sign that they not only like you, but perhaps hold you in a place much closer to the heart. The second sign is, they initiate contact. In the realm of introversion, initiating contact is akin to crossing an invisible threshold, a gesture not made lightly. When the introvert in your life starts reaching out first, it's a beacon of their fondness for you, shining through their natural reserve. This shift is subtle, yet its implications are profound. It could begin with a simple text message asking how your day went, or an email sharing an article they thought you'd find interesting. These are not mere acts of courtesy, but deliberate steps out of their comfort zone, a sign they're weaving you into the tapestry of their daily life. Consider the moments when they call to hear your voice, despite their usual preference for texting, or when they suggest meeting up, perhaps for coffee or a quiet walk, despite historically waiting for others to make the first move. Each initiation is a whisper of their affection, a testament to their growing attachment to you. It's as if each time they reach out, they're subtly closing the distance between their world and yours, choosing to share their time and energy with you above all others. This initiation extends to social media and digital realms, where they might comment on your posts or send you memes and videos that remind them of you. In the digital age, where interactions can be fleeting and superficial, their deliberate engagement with your online presence is a modern-day love letter, a sign that you occupy their thoughts even in the abstract spaces of the internet. For introverts, who treasure their solitude and often think deeply before acting, these gestures of initiating contact are significant. They signal a desire to not just be a part of your life, but to have you be a part of theirs. It's a bridge built from their world to yours, an invitation to understand them more deeply and to share in the experiences that make life richer. When an introvert reaches out first, it's a clear sign that they value your presence in their life, perhaps more than they're able to say out loud. The third sign is they remember the details. In the intricate dance of interpersonal relationships, the details often carry more weight than grand gestures. For an introvert, whose world is a carefully curated museum of thoughts and observations, remembering the details about you is not just a matter of paying attention, it's a sign of genuine interest and affection. When they remember your favorite coffee order without you having to repeat it, or when they bring up that indie band you mentioned liking once in passing, it speaks volumes. It's as if every detail you share finds a permanent home in their memory, cherished and preserved. Consider the times when you've offhandedly mentioned how much you love the crisp air of autumn, or how a certain book has a special place in your heart. Then, one day they surprise you with a scarf in the perfect shade of autumn leaves, just because, or they quote a line from that very book during a conversation. These moments are their way of showing you that they listen, they care, and they value what brings joy to your life. Even more telling is when they remember the dates important to you, be it a big presentation at work you were nervous about, or the anniversary of a significant personal milestone. They might send you a message that day, offering encouragement or congratulations, a subtle nudge to let you know they're in your corner, cheering you on. It's in these seemingly small, thoughtful actions that their feelings are quietly but clearly communicated. For someone who treasures their inner world, sharing that space with you through the details they remember and bring up means you've touched a part of their heart reserved for few. This attentiveness to the minutiae of your existence is their way of weaving you into the tapestry of their own lives, a sign that to them, you are truly significant. The fourth sign is they show comfort and vulnerability. In the realm of introverted affection, the act of showing vulnerability and seeking comfort in your presence is akin to a silent confession of trust and fondness. Unlike their more extroverted counterparts, introverts guard their innermost feelings with a fortress of solitude, only lowering the drawbridge for those they deem truly worthy. When an introvert starts to open up, revealing fears, aspirations, or even the simple insecurities that haunt their daily lives, it's a profound indicator of their affection for you. Imagine those quiet evenings spent together where the conversation drifts from mundane topics to deeper, more personal territories. They share with you the dreams they're too shy to tell anyone else, or the challenges they face that they usually keep buried under a facade of composure. This level of openness is not given lightly. It's a testament to the safe space you've become in their eyes. Notice the moments when they look to you for reassurance before stepping out of their comfort zone. It could be as simple as trying a new activity that sparks anxiety in them, or attending a social event that feels overwhelming. Their hand reaching out for yours, seeking a grounding presence, speaks volumes. In these moments, you're not just a friend. You're a beacon of safety in a world that often feels too loud and too demanding for their sensitive nature. The comfort they find in your presence is also reflected in their body language. An introvert who might typically hold themselves with a certain reserve will relax around you, their posture softening, a genuine smile reaching their eyes more frequently. It's as if your presence acts as a buffer against the world, allowing them to be their true selves without the armor they wear around others. This sharing of vulnerabilities and seeking comfort is their way of saying you are a significant part of their world. It's a delicate dance of give and take, where they allow you to see the unguarded corners of their soul. For an introvert, this level of emotional intimacy is the ultimate sign of trust and affection, a silent declaration that in the cacophony of life, they've found harmony with you. The fifth sign is they make an effort to be around you. For an introvert, whose energy is often guarded like a rare jewel, the decision to spend time with someone is not made lightly. It's a deliberate choice, a sign of preference that speaks louder than words. When an introvert makes an effort to be around you, it's a clear indicator of their affection. This might manifest in various, seemingly small ways, but each one is a deliberate step out of their comfort zone, a testament to their interest in you. Consider the times when they've agreed to go to a party or a social gathering, places they might usually avoid, just because you'll be there. It's not the noise or the crowd they're drawn to, it's the chance to be by your side. Or perhaps you've noticed they're willing to change their usual routines to fit into your schedule. They might offer to meet you for lunch during a busy workday, or suggest catching a movie they wouldn't typically choose on their own, all because it means spending time with you. Even more telling is when they invite you into their personal space, a sacred area they usually reserve for solitude and reflection. Inviting you to their home for a quiet evening in, away from the world, is a significant gesture. It's their way of saying, "You're important to me, and I want to share my most comfortable space with you." This effort to be around you, to integrate you into the parts of their life where they feel most at peace, is a powerful sign of their affection. Pay attention to the occasions when they reach out to you first. For an introvert, initiating contact can require a considerable amount of emotional energy. A text message, a call, or an email suggesting a meetup, or simply checking in on how you're doing, these are not mundane communications. They're deliberate actions, chosen because the introvert values your presence in their life enough to stretch beyond their natural inclinations. This effort to be around you, to weave you into the fabric of their daily life, is a profound indicator of an introvert's affection. It's not about grand gestures or overt declarations of feeling. Instead, it's the quiet, consistent effort to bridge the gap between solitude and companionship, a sign that in you, they've found a reason to open the door to their world. The sixth sign is they give thoughtful gifts or gestures. In the nuanced tapestry of human connections, introverts often express their feelings through actions rather than words. When an introvert gives you a thoughtful gift or makes a gesture that seems to echo the very essence of your being, it's a clear sign of their deep affection and regard for you. These are not just any gifts or gestures. They are imbued with meaning, carefully chosen or crafted to resonate with something personal and significant to you. Imagine receiving a book from them, not just any book, but one you mentioned in passing months ago, expressing a fleeting interest. This book, now in your hands, is a testament to their attentive nature, a symbol of how they hang on to your words, cherishing them enough to remember and act upon them. It's as if through this gift they are saying, "I hear you, I see you, and I value what you love." Or consider a scenario where you've had a challenging week, filled with stress and long hours. You haven't mentioned it, hoping not to burden others, but somehow they sense it. One evening, you find a care package at your doorstep, filled with your favorite snacks, a soothing playlist, and a handwritten note offering words of encouragement. This gesture, so full of warmth and understanding, is their way of offering comfort and support without the need for you to ask. Even more telling are the personalized gifts and gestures that align with your interests and passions. Perhaps you're an avid gardener, and they surprise you with a rare plant you've been wanting to add to your collection, or you're passionate about painting, and they gift you a set of high-quality brushes. These thoughtful considerations are not just gifts. They are messages of affection, showing that they not only listen to your dreams and desires, but also take steps to support and nurture them. Through these thoughtful gifts and gestures, an introvert communicates their affection in a language that transcends words. Each gift, each gesture, is a piece of their heart, offered quietly but with profound sincerity. It's their way of saying, "You matter to me," a sentiment that, for them, is best expressed through the careful consideration and heartfelt actions that mark the true depth of their feelings for you. The seventh sign is, they open up about their feelings. In the quiet world of an introvert, where emotions are often kept close to the chest, the decision to open up about their feelings for you is perhaps the most profound sign of affection. This moment of vulnerability is not arrived at lightly. It comes from a place of deep trust and emotional connection. When an introvert verbally expresses their feelings towards you, It is a significant milestone in your relationship, marking a departure from their usual reserve. Imagine a moment shared in solitude, away from the distractions of the world, when they turn to you, their eyes holding a mix of nervousness and sincerity. The words might not come easily at first, perhaps tangled in the nerves of exposing their heart, but then, with a deep breath, they share their feelings for you. "I really appreciate having you in my life," they might start, gradually moving closer to the heart of their confession. "I feel a connection with you that I've never felt before," they admit, each word carefully chosen, imbued with the weight of their emotions. This admission could also come in more subtle forms, reflecting the introvert's natural tendency towards understatement. It might be a handwritten letter left for you to find, where they've poured out their feelings in ink, finding it easier to communicate through writing than face-to-face conversation. Or it could be during a shared quiet moment under the stars when they gently take your hand, whispering, "Being with you feels right." Opening up about their feelings is a monumental step for an introvert. It signifies not just a momentary impulse, but a deliberate choice to share their most protected inner world with you. This level of emotional intimacy is rare and precious, often coming after much introspection and consideration. It's a clear sign that you hold a special place in their heart, one so significant that they are willing to step beyond their comfort zone to make their feelings known. In the world of introverts, where emotions are often guarded like precious gems in a fortress, the decision to openly share feelings with someone is a monumental step. This act of vulnerability is not just about sharing, it's an admission of trust, affection, and perhaps something deeper. When an introvert opens up about their feelings towards you, it's as if they're handing you the key to their inner sanctum, a place where few have been allowed to tread. This moment is significant, not just for the words spoken, but for the courage it takes for an introvert to express them. It signifies a turning point in your relationship, a step from the comfortable silence of understood emotions into the realm of explicit acknowledgement. It's an offering of their heart, with all the risks and fears that come with such openness, entrusted to you in the hope of mutual feelings. Their decision to share their feelings with you is a testament to the depth of their affection, a sign that you've become an integral part of their world. It's an invitation into a deeper connection, one that they've likely pondered over for a long time before finding the courage to voice. As we journey through the nuanced world of introverts and their unique ways of showing affection, it becomes clear that the language of love is multifaceted. From the quiet sharing of their inner world to the brave moment of expressing their feelings, each sign is a piece of the puzzle that, when put together, reveals the depth of their affection. Understanding these signs is not just about recognizing potential romantic interest. It's about appreciating the subtle yet profound ways in which introverts connect with those they truly care about. Now, we turn the spotlight to you, our viewers. Have you experienced these signs of affection from an introvert in your life? Or perhaps you're an introvert who's navigated the complex terrain of expressing feelings in your own unique way. We invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences not only enrich the tapestry of human connection, but also serve as a beacon for others navigating the tender world of introvert affection. Let's continue the conversation, sharing insights and experiences that celebrate the diversity of love's expressions.